can't humble what doesn't feel worthless. Buenos dias. So, child, guess what? I had to take accountability this morning. I had to reflect on where I self-sabotaged. And I self-sabotaged based off of how I saw myself. And, you know, as women, sometimes we feel like, oh, well, we don't have to fix nothing. And, you know what I'm saying? And it's not our fault. The man should do everything. But sometimes, bitch, it's you. It's you. It's you, mamas. And if I could be fairly honest with y'all, it was me. It was me. And, you know, it's funny because I remember in a video that I seen, I was like, not a video I seen, the live that I had posted, I was like, a lot of people gonna realize, like, damn, I fucked that situation up. Like, I actually fucked that. Like, that person actually brought hella value to me. I had one of the moments. I'm like, damn. Hell no, I gotta fix that shit. Like, one thing about me, I'm gonna take accountability if I was wrong. You know? I'm gonna take accountability if I was wrong. Like, if I can truly peep the parts of me that was wrong, I'm going to take accountability. And I feel like the way you know if it's real or not is if when you communicate with somebody that they still have the same intentions that they had when they first met you as the friend, as the business partner, whatever it is. And we could just both just be honest and be like, look, like, I fucked up. I was projecting. And it's funny because while Mercury was in retrograde, I just had this big epiphany like, oh my God, I was doing this to somebody else. So therefore, then they put somebody in my energy that does it to me. And I'm just like, this is fucking chaotic. This is fucking chaotic. I can't deal with this. And child, I said, oh, they said, look familiar? Hey, knock, knock. Look familiar? I'm like, not too fucking much. Not too fucking much. And it's funny because every day, like I told you guys, every day there's an astrological event happening right now. There's an event happening every day. And what I realize is every day is bringing you to a point to where you can wash out a lot of things. Like, you know, I always tell y'all, sometimes we go through transitions and then there's like this big residue. And what I realized is like every day this week, everything is having you wash out any residue that keeps you from knowing your full worth. And it also helps you salvage relationships that you actually wanted to invest in, regardless if it's a friendship, a businessship, whatever it was. Because in that time, since you couldn't see it in yourself, you couldn't see the vision that the other person had. You couldn't see it. And if you can't see what somebody else has, that means that whatever they're trying to do for the both of you guys are like, you miss it. It goes over your head. And that's the same thing that's happening with God. God is like, I'm putting you in certain predicaments. I'm putting you around certain people. I'm doing certain things. But see, since you don't see the value in yourself or what I'm trying to do amongst two people, then it's going right over your head. And when I say this energy makes a lot of sense now. It makes sense because of the fact of now you're going to have to right some wrongs. And the odds that you're playing are the odds that if the other person is still on board or not, because they also know their self-worth. So that's going to be the biggest like eye opener for a lot of people, because for one, the biggest goal we should have is to evolve every day. Some people want to evolve every 24 hours, some people's every 48, some people's every month, but I'm one of them people. I like to evolve every day. Oh God, the edge control doing the most. Where's my brush? Hold on. I like to evolve every day. And since I'm somebody that likes to evolve every day, that means that I have to dissect everything of, like, I have to basically dissect everything every day. I can't just think about something that happened, you know what I'm saying, like, 3 years ago and then take action off that. Like, no, that means that I have to truly think about things. And what's funny is, since Jupiter came out of Aries, and I had made a video, and God was like, you need to redo that video. And I was like, okay, cool, I'll redo it. I made a video, and I basically was saying how while Jupiter was in Aries, we were doing everything of the head. Like, everything was of the head. Like, we were just all in our heads about things, trying to expand our minds and things. And so now, since Jupiter's in Taurus, everybody's like, oh, it's like abundance, it's all these things. And yes, you are right. You know what I'm saying? It is prosperous. But, one of the things that actually makes one very prosperous is that they're able to articulate themselves and talk about things, you know what I'm saying, that can better themselves, And it's just so funny because the expansion is also coming with the words. So now you're able to, thoroughly communicate what you feel. That's why, like, all this battling going on, you know what I'm saying? It's just always so much controversy with women and men. Like, oh, men, this. It's just like we're just constantly battling with each other. But we're battling because our minds are expanding, but what we're actually saying is not. And what's happening in society right now is there's going to be this expansion to the words of that. Are you actually talking about something that is meaningful? Are you actually doing something, or, you know what I'm saying, bringing awareness verbally about something that is valuable, And that's going to be a big thing because of the fact of, why Jupiter was in Aries, you know what I'm saying? Anybody can sound smart. Anybody can sound smart, like, I mean, you can sound smart all you want to, but are the words that coming out of your mouth actually valuable? And that's where we are currently. And I think it's funny because when I woke up this morning, you know what I'm saying, I just had a lot of these things of like, you know what, I want more. And if I've expanded my mind and visualization that, like, there is more out there and I can have more, then clearly I'm not saying the right things. We always ask, like, well, what prayer did she say to do this? And what prayer did they say to do that? I realized that a lot of people's prayers got answered differently because how their prayer went. Let me say it again. A lot of people's prayers got answered because how they started to pray different. And this morning I told God, I said, I need to talk to you. It's not that I'm not grateful for anything that you've done in life. It's not that I don't see what you're teaching me, what you're doing in my life, but I can't lie, I want more. I want more. I deserve more. I want more. And when I said it, for the first time in a long time, I didn't feel this spirit of ungratefulness. I didn't feel this spirit of Veruca Salt. I felt this spirit of, whoo, we've been waiting on that one. We've been waiting on that one. We've been waiting on that prayer for a real long time. We've been waiting on that specific prayer for a really long time, And I felt like when I said that prayer, it was funny because the conversation that I had to have with somebody today, you know what I'm saying, I had to take accountability or whatever. What they said in their conversation with me was exactly what I had just prayed about. What they were trying to get across to me during that time, I had just prayed about. God says, I've been trying to show you that for a real long time. And if your mind is expanding, but you don't see the value in it, that means that the words that you hear and the words that you comprehend have a very different ratio. Let's just say the words that I heard and the words that I comprehended had a very different ratio. And since I prayed different, God says, now, I'm about to send you back down memory lane because a little birdie told you that. A little birdie was trying to tell you that from the beginning. And so since you didn't see it, okay, well, I'm just going to match you up with, you know what I'm saying, what you feel on a whatever your words are saying, I'm going to match you up with that, right? And when I match you up with it, you're going to see some things, you're going to understand some things, and then by the time that you see them and understand them, what's going to happen then is you're going to remember what you had. And so now the issue is going to be that now that the words that somebody's saying is now the ratio of what you heard and what you comprehended has now gone up. Now, the part of you is going to have to see if the person is still going to want to invest in that. Do they see it as a smart investment? When God put this on my spirit this morning, because my ego was in the way. And since Jupiter, you know what I'm saying, is when Jupiter was in Aries, it was taking the first house of how people see you. And that's your ego. And I can't even lie. My ego was in the way. My ego was in the way of like, I'm not doing that. I already did it once. And then it's just like you call or you talk to somebody and they be like, that is not even what I felt. That is not even what it was. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't do this because of this. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you realize, damn, the whole reason why somebody acted the way they did was because of you. Like, oh, I'm the problem? Yeah. And I just feel like there is this wave of forgiveness. I definitely do. Because I definitely feel like there is a wave of forgiveness because, see, forgiveness isn't for the other person. Forgiveness is for you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have no burdens on your heart, you know what I'm saying, then it's nothing for you to forgive. It's nothing for you to forgive. Because it's just like, it's water under the bridge. Yeah, that's about as good as we're going to get it, okay? It's about as good as we're going to get it. It's water under the bridge. And I want a lot of you guys to take this time today to really reflect on certain things because I'm trying to tell you, you're going to realize, oh, I was the problem. Like, yep. You was the problem, baby. And it's crazy because the situation has really just been based off ego. And now, since, Jupiter is in Taurus, now it's being based off of like, value. And a lot of that was also like, because, Aries have an energy of being misunderstood. So since they're misunderstood, sometimes Aries can be extremely insecure because of the fact that they feel like nobody's going to truly understand them. And then God puts the reflection of their energy in front of them to be like a person to say like, I see you. And it's just like an Aries will still take it upon themselves to be like, I'm just so misunderstood. But somebody's literally in front of you like, no, I see you. Like, I see you and I fuck with you. Like, I'm cool with this. And you're like, no. But it's just like, I see you. And that is the energy that I feel like we're about to see in our world. And a lot of people are about to feel very seen and very heard. And that's where we're going to have these issues. Because there was just a lot of like mental thoughts. There was a lot of like in your head thoughts. And since we are in this energy where I keep trying to tell you, since the expansion has gone towards the head, that's why a lot of people's ego, you know what I'm saying, they made a lot of things their personality. You know what I'm saying? Like I have an MX Platinum and I have bags and I have this, I have that. Baby, I just seen a TikTok today that says, you guys find love in flaunting your clothes and this. I found love in privacy. I've found love in privacy. I love the fact that people don't know what I'm doing, where I'm at, what I'm doing next, who I'm with. Why? Why? Why do you need to know that? And since we're moving into, what I'm saying, this Taurus energy, this Venus energy, a lot of people were mistaken that what they were showing people was basically how they felt about themselves. But in reality, it was just a boost to their ego. Jupiter and Aries really had a lot of people cashing checks writing checks that they couldn't cash. So now that Jupiter's in Taurus, we're about to see, oh, you're really not built like that. Like, you're really not that secure in yourself. Interesting. It's very interesting. Because, Jupiter was in Aries, they were in Libra energy. So they were trying to be like an empress and all this, but in reality, we were in Scorpio energy, where we were transforming ourselves and bettering ourselves and highlighting certain things about ourselves that we needed to, rebirth. And I told you the masculine energy is what needed to be rebirthed, like completely put to death and rebirth. So now it's all a reflection of self-worth. So as I tried to explain to people, you're never going to know what the it girls are based off of their social media, because of the fact that they don't care to show it. Why do they care to show who they're fucking, where they are, who they're with? Why would they care to do that? What benefit does it do for you? Because when you realize you really that girl, you honestly understand that a lot of people just have fan behavior. They just they just want to watch what you're doing. They don't support you. They don't fuck with you. They don't even like you. You're intriguing to them because of the fact of, why do you get this life? I keep hearing that. I keep hearing like this energy of people like, why does life look like that for you? What about you is so special that the universe wants to allow you to live a life like that? That's a lot of people's questions about you. That's why I said abundance is not just finances. Abundance is the fact of like how happy you are with moving on from things. How happy you are with like moving away from things. That's really what this energy is. You know what I'm saying? It's that. It's how happy you are that you don't communicate with certain people, or you don't work anymore, you don't do anything. People are like, well, how do you still find happiness in that? Like, how are you still okay with that? Like, there's this energy where people are going to try to humble you, but you can only humble what feels worthless. You can only humble what feels worthless. If I don't feel worthless, what are you humbling me for? Now, sweetheart. Welcome to where we show real power, where we show real self-worth. See, as an Aries, I've understood this energy to where my mind has been expanded of the fact that being misunderstood is actually not the problem. The problem is that I want to have everybody understand me. Why would I want that? It's not an exciting mystery that way. I can't have the suspense that I want in life. Because as an Aries, we like adrenaline. Get a rush. Gives me a rush to know that people are very invested in what I do in life, and invested in what I care about, and invested how God blesses me every day. That's very exciting. But see, I used to find excitement in the rush of trying to have people understand me and trying to make sure I prove, my worthiness, but you can't humble what doesn't feel worthless. And God is trying to show people that. Because now, like, everybody was in Libra energy thinking they were just so superior. Now we really are in Venus energy, which we're in Libra energy, and we're showing you're really not that girl. Yeah, you're really not that girl. You're not. You're not that girl. And it's okay, but at the same time, it's like, why would you need the external life to validate who you are on the inside? If the inside is what reflects on the outside, that means that you just want more. And see, and that's where this energy is coming from, where everybody has this feeling, or you should have this feeling of like, I want more and I deserve more. And that's how people of royalty are. It's not that they have to belittle anybody or take from anybody. It's the fact that they know that they deserve more. Why would they not get more? They are royalty. That doesn't mean they have to put people down. That doesn't mean they have to talk crazy about people. That doesn't mean they have to, bite people's heads off. It just simply means I want more for myself because I deserve more for myself. And I believe I want more for myself. That's why I seen this tweet that says, men, y'all don't have to date women that want their bills 100% paid. And now there's this argument about women like, well, I've been paying bills all my life, so it's like, it would be cool for me to pay 50-50. That's perfectly fine. Basically, what I'm trying to say is a lot of the controversy is becoming because of the fact that there's this expansion of words. So now there's this expansion of how people feel and what they're going to say, their opinions, and what's truly facts. But in reality, the fact of the matter is you do not have to deal with anything that you don't want to. You don't have to be in people's face. You don't have to be in their energy. You don't have to be in any type of vicinity of them energetically, mentally, emotionally, or physically if you don't want to. But see, you find yourself over there because see, if you can get this person to take what you give them, which is less than what they deserve, then you feel better about yourself because you want to humble them. Let me say it again. You cannot humble what does not feel worthless. This is a very amazing time. I'm very excited. Why I'm excited? Because for one, I was very proud that I was able to call this person and say, I fucked up. I projected onto you. I didn't really listen to what you were saying. I wasn't trying to hear it. And I see it better now. And I wouldn't have been able to see that because of the fact that at that point, we were mirroring each other. We were in similar situations emotionally, energetically, and I still wasn't seeing the future. I'm still in the past. So in this energy, we were kind of like, it was this battling of the present moment. You see what I'm saying? There's this thing about God is saying, you guys are going to realize that you guys were battling the present moment because one was in the past, one was in the future. So now that Jupiter's in Taurus, the expansion is now bringing everybody to the present moment. And the present moment that a lot of people are going to realize is I have been so far in the future for things that I've done so much to make it seem like my future is brighter than what it is. I've been so far in the past that I have literally tarnished and self-sabotaged my complete present moment. This is an amazing time we're in. You know what I've also caught myself doing? A lot of research, and not just the typical research, in-depth research. I've been telling myself we're going to do more of this and we're going to go do this. And I don't care if we didn't make it to this, we're going to make it to that. And because of the fact that we agreed to do it on this day, and that's what we're going to do, because of the fact of there have been times where I've promised myself things and I've said I was going to do something, and then the day comes and I'm just like, maybe not. Or maybe I'll just do it tomorrow. No. We're going to do it today. 222. It was 222. It was 2220. And then I looked up again, 2222. No, we're going to do this today. This is the balance that God is trying to get everybody to come on so they can continue to be in a momentum. God didn't say you needed to start working out 5 days a week, 7 days a week. He just says, how about you just go try one class? Just go one time. Try something new one time. He didn't say you have to complete that project in one day. He said, how about you do a task a day? The fact that you guys are now getting your thoughts and your projects and your energies and your wants and your goals on Notion, and if you do it in a journal, that's fine. But the fact that you're getting it organized is showing God, we're on a roll. The fact that you're brainstorming different things and you're putting it there, so now basically why I told people to get Notion is because once you put something in Notion, you basically are looking at something. You're just going to continue to look at the same thing, not be done. Where you have no updates, you have no color changes, you have nothing. So nothing's been done. See, when you have a journal, you can write things in your journal. You can go to the next page. You can forget about everything that you wrote on the first couple of pages. But see, when something is in a physical form in front of you, you're going to constantly look at it like it's just, so you're just going to ignore it. You can't really ignore the elephants in the room right now. Oh, my bad. I'm going to a Pilates class today. Yeah, I got to get ready and go. The girl's going to Pilates today. I'm excited. I'm excited to go because it's something I said I was going to do, because I don't really want to lose a lot of weight. I really want to tone. And I feel like the only thing I care about is toning the core. And I've literally seen myself blow up and then go literally like this. So therefore, it's not an issue that I have losing weight. I just don't move my body in the ways that it needs to tone the way it needs to. You know what I realized is during this season, you got to allow your body to tell you what it needs. You're so focused on cardio and running and losing weight. And your body's like, and it's crazy because in your head, you'll even say like, I don't really want to lose a lot of weight. I've gained so much, but baby, I ain't moving it for it to look like I gained it. So therefore now it just looks like it's just sitting there. It's just sitting there. You know? And I'm in this energy now where, I don't want it to just sit there. I'm showing up for myself every day. So we're going to put blush on. Yeah. Now, one thing that we are going to do, I don't give a fuck what nobody says. We are going to about that, baby. So we're going to do a little blush of Cranberry from Crown Case. Okay, working on timing. We have approximately 8 minutes. Okay. I'm just going to do a little blush. People are probably like, why are you wearing makeup to go to work out? Because, bitch, I'm doing Pilates. I'm a bad bitch. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Hello. I don't know nothing about that. It's okay. But, yeah. Yeah, because I'm a bad bitch. That was my confirmation. Because I'm a bad bitch. We're going to do a little sweet tea on the eyes. Now, don't ask me why I'm using the wrong brush. Because I'm definitely using the wrong brush. But it's okay. We're going to do a little sweet tea on the eyes. Yeah. Okay. I gotta find my lip balm. Just put some shape around my lips. Okay. Yeah. I'm just in this energy now. Like, seriously, I want to show up for myself in every single way. You know? Every single way. You don't never know who the fuck is doing Pilates. You know? Now, I might have my hair wrapped, but I'm realizing I want more. And I deserve more. And I'm going to do more. Like, I created a fucking Barbie era. The fuck? Why am I not in it? Alright. I have to go. Wish me luck. I love you. Later.